Hello everybody on a wet Wednesday. Midweek on your mat 12, would you believe it? So hello from Evie and myself for our practice today. Thinking about strength and flexibility, we need a mixture, we need 50-50. A lot of people think yoga practice is just about stretching, but as you know, if you practice with me, we need to build up that strength to support our flexibility and vice versa. The focus today is really on legs and hips, although we'll do a bit more of other things as well. So if you haven't got a strap with you, or you don't need a strap, you can use a dressing gown, tie, or anything you need, go and get one. And preferably, you know what you need with your cushion or a block. Have your stuff around you, so just pop it on pause if you need to go and get your strap for the practice. So Evie, you look a bit like a toy dog there. I think if I didn't move Evie, she'd just stay there like that for the whole practice. But we do need to lay down, so lay down and get comfortable. Lay down on your mat and get comfy. And when you're laying down, just take a few minutes to arrive, take a few breaths. And if you like, you can breathe in through the nose, and you can, I just might need to let the day, let the week go. Good. And then feel that you can close the door in your mind on anything that's been going on today, this week. All that energy that's usually flowing out from you, draw it back in. Draw the energy back in towards nothing but now. Nothing but this moment. Nothing but your breath. This is time for you. So sometimes it helps to focus on the breath at the beginning of the practice. And if your mind is a bit all over the place, it can help to put your hand on your tummy and connect to this basic body rhythm. Just a gentle lift and expansion in the tummy, and the softening down on the out breath. And the breath starts in the tummy, just gently expanding and rises up into the ribs and into the chest. And then it's a lovely long, slow, complete out breath. Being with the rhythm of your breath, the in-breath, the lift, the expansion, right up into the top of the chest. And lovely and smooth, and breathing out, letting go. Feel you can breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Remember a pause at the end of the out breath. And breathe in soft and deep. Breathe out softly. Sink back into that pause, letting go. And just a few more. The inhale lifting you, breathing in slow. Breathing out slow. And pausing. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly and pausing. A couple more breaths in your own time. And as you breathe, especially as you breathe out, feel the earth supporting you. Feel the earth holding you. And as you sink back into the earth, it's the basic foundation for our practice is being supported, being grounded, and following the breath. Good. So we start to move here, just start to have a little bit of a wiggle, a bit of a stretch. You might need to just lift your head up to see me, but hopefully you can just listen to my words for this one. So it's a lovely long full body stretch. Let's hold that for a few breaths. Hopefully you've got room to stretch out in your room. Good. And just point the toes and stretch through your fingers. Keep the shoulders soft. Well done. And then draw your knees into your chest. And you can do some circles here. Give your back a nice bit of a squidge here, a bit of a nice massage. Good. Start to feel the circle in your low back. And as you make these circles bigger, feel a slightly smaller circle, mid to upper back. And maybe even some movement in the shoulders and back of the head. Let's take the circles the other way. See if you draw the knees in more and take them away. Well done. Such a lovely, lovely spinal massage here, isn't it? You feel it in my low back. Come to the centre and we're going to move in this, so listen to me if you can't see me. You're going to draw your knees in. Give them a big hug and just stretch your legs away. Big stretch like that. Good. Let's do 3 of these. Another 2. Breathe in as you stretch. Breathe out as you draw the knees in and gather in. Inhale, full body stretch. It's nice to stretch through the sides of the body. Keep the tummy firm to support the back and gather in. And just one more. Stretch it out. You must bend the knees if the back's pulling. Gather in. Take your hands on your shins and draw the thighs towards the ribs. Breathe deeply. Nice deep breaths into the belly. So a little bit of massage for your tummy. And you can feel your ribs expand into your thighs. And you might want to take your forehead up towards your knees so you get a stretch through the back. It's a lovely one for your digestion. It's sometimes called the wind release pose. So a couple more breaths here. Keep the neck relaxed. Well done. So we can do a big stretch away. This is different this time. Inhale, both arms, both legs away. And just gather the right knee in, forehead to knee if it's right for you. Inhaling again. We're working on the right side. Gather the right knee in, forehead to knee if it's right for you. Good. I'm going to do 5. This is number 3. Point the toes, point the fingers, and gather in. See if you can roll up even more. Well done. Use the breath. Squeeze the belly in as you gather in. Doing really well. One more. And exhale completely. Just hold the hug. Push on the shin. Draw your right knee towards your right armpit. Flex the left foot. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing up through the thigh on that left side. I'm not lifting the knee. Feel it more if you draw up through the thigh. Keep the knee soft. Keep drawing the right knee towards your armpit and flex both feet to activate the legs. Take a few breaths here. Really lengthen the hip out the pelvis so you get a yummy stretch through the left side. If it's right for you, just lift the left leg up a few centimetres, a couple of inches. I'm still quite old, so I think in inches, I'm afraid. And draw the other knee in a bit more towards your armpit, towards the back wall. Keep reaching out through the left foot. So you're really lengthening that leg out the pelvis. Lovely strong thighs, drawing up through the thigh. Relax the leg to the mat. Release the left arm and lengthen through the left side. So we're getting a lovely yummy stretch all the way through the left side. So lengthen out of the waist, up right through the left shoulder, left fingertips. And from the waist, push down through the ball of the foot. So it's a 2-way stretch here. Relax the shoulders. Keep drawing the knee in. Breathe into the left lung and think how yummy it is to make space through the sides of the body. Well done. So you're going to put your left foot on the mat, shift your bum a bit over, shift your hips over to the right, and then that left foot can go on the right knee, or the left toes can tuck underneath the right, or take a little twist over towards your left there, right knee towards the left. And I haven't got room here because my settee's here, but hope you've got room to take that right arm out. So what's happening to the shoulders? Press the head into the mat, lift the chest up and spread the shoulders on. Have a wee bit of a wiggle here. And breathe well. And if this is too much for the back, bend the knees and do a simple sort of classical twist. Go gently as it's just the beginning of the practice. Just using my left hand to ease that right knee down. And you should be getting a really yummy stretch through your lower back, through the sacrum. Lengthen your tail towards your heels. Soften the shoulders. See if you can breathe into anywhere that's a bit stuck, a bit tight today. Good, well done. Come up. Big stretch it out. Inhale. Just hold that stretch for a couple of breaths. Lengthen out. So we're going to do the left side. I'm just going to turn to face the front. You may be able to see me better. It's always a job to know how to lie, you know, and I don't know if my camera's that great, really. It's hard to find stuff at the moment on the internet. Everything seems to be sold out. So we're doing like a big stretch here. Point fingers and toes. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, it's left knee towards the forehead and squeeze. That's it. You might be able to see me better. Inhale, lengthen through the side of the body and gather in. Don't lift the head up if it's causing any problems in the neck. It's not worth straining. And reach. Keep the shoulders soft. And again. This is 3, I believe. Exhale completely. And one more. Forehead to knee, relax your head down, hold it there, flex both feet, push on the shin, draw the left knee towards the armpit, towards the back wall. Keep that right leg beautifully active, so keep the knee soft, drop through the thigh, especially if you're more flexible, that's how you'll feel it. Energize through your thigh, keep hugging left knee in and really lengthen out the pelvis, get leg through that leg, good. Maybe lift the leg up, maybe hover just a couple of inches. Keep the knee soft. There's a tendency to lock it out as you do this. Breathe well. That thigh's drawing up, but it's relaxed. And one more breath, breathing in and out. I can feel that in my leg. Relax, place the foot on the flat on the mat. You don't have to take that leg down, still keep it up if you want to, but I'm just going gently. Release the right arm, stretch all the way through the right side while you draw the left knee and flex both feet. So it's that two-way stretch, isn't it? You're lengthening out the waist, up the shoulder to the fingers, and from the waist down, you're pushing down through the ball of that foot. It's always a two-way line of energy, isn't it? From the waist we lift, and from the lower body we push down. You breathe in, you lengthen, you breathe out, you root down. Good. Couple more breaths. Place the left foot down. It's quite nice to press your foot into the mat and shift your hips over to the left so you've got more room. You might hook the left foot under the right knee. You might put the left foot on top. You might bend both knees. Do what feels right for you. Let's just ease that left knee out and relax. So the knee may not go down, the shoulders may not go down, but let's just let go into it. Press the head into the mat, lift the chest, and just spread the shoulders out. And you can take that arm out to the side if you like. You can lift your leg. Relax. Think about breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly, breathing in soft and deep, breathing out softly, let it go. Where can you let go further? Where are you holding in the hips? Hold a lot in our hips, don't we? So be gentle, kind and gentle with yourself. It all comes with practice. See if you can get a little bit more length through that left front thigh and soften the left shoulder. Brilliant. 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out. Breathing in softly. Breathing out softly. So that was an internal hip rotation. Let's just come to the front. Knees together, feet together, soles of the feet together, open up the knees. External hip rotation. Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's rock from one bum cheek to the other and just open up the inner knees, the inner thighs. Just imagine your inner knees, inner thighs lengthening towards the side wall. By making space. Good, well done. Feet together, knees together. Come onto your side to the mat or take the hands to the back of the thighs. And we could do a few little spider rolls here. Well done. Get a bit of momentum into your practice. Good. Keep your chin tucked in. It's a nice little massage for the spine and then come up. Good. So you're on your hands and knees. You might just come over onto hands and knees. So I'll come sideways on so you can see me. If you need extra padding, get it. Let's warm up the hips and the spine. Tabletops and little hip circles here. Good. And reverse. So really pressing down with hands and knees, maybe making the circles a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, as big or as small as you want. So you really get into what I call the nitty gritty, anywhere that's a little bit stuck, a bit tight to do through the sides of the body. And how's your neck? Good, let's go the other way. My teacher says, just imagine your spine as a piece of seaweed floating in the ocean, all lovely and free. So you can stay circling or you can do a little bit of freestyle, you can come backwards and forwards, do figure of 8. Lovely and free, no restrictions. Get into all those places that might seem a wee bit icky today. Well done. So you might want to carry on doing that, or you might want to do our cat-cow or our cow-cat. So, draw the chest through, look up. Round the back, draw the belly in, and I might take my sitting bones back to my heels because it's a yum stretch for the back there. Good. And then you come again, you draw the chest through, you look up. Get a rhythm in your practice. You might even shut your eyes and make it into a sort of moving meditation. Always moving, always flowing from the tailbone up the spine to the crown of the head. Use the breath. Breathe well. A bit slower mainly. As you come up, push the chest through, look up, imagine getting the back of your head on your tailbone. And then as you breathe out round the back, imagine getting your forehead on your thighs. Let's do 2 more. If you know Ujjayi breath, that's subtle throaty breath, where the throat's slightly constricted, like a soft snoring, or the waves do that. Otherwise, just breathe well. Come back, rest here this time. So you might want to bring the arms down by the side and curl up in a little ball. Forehead relaxes against the mat, or I quite like to take my knees apart here, lengthen my body away from my hips, drop my chest, even drop chin chest or forehead on the mat, maybe come up on fingertips, lift up under the armpits, and feel the space through the sides of the body, through the front body. Open the hips a bit more and sink a bit deeper. And you're just working your tailbone towards your hip, towards your feet here. Chest towards the mat. Breathe into the back body. Keep the shoulders soft. Just enjoy that space you're making. Think about breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out softly, letting go. Is your jaw relaxed? Well done. So I think it would be good to stretch out in down dog before we come onto our knees again, don't you? Let's tuck the toes under, lift the knees, down dog. So whatever you need for you, you might want to walk your dog slowly. Stretch out the back of the legs. You might want to rise up and down. You might just want to stay there. But keep your neck long. Press down with your palms. Push down through the balls of the feet. So you're grounding. This is sometimes called the mountain. Keep your neck long. I'm just sort of looking up so you can hear me better in case my voice disappears or gets muffled. Keep your neck long and relaxed. And you're rooting down, base of your mountain, and you lengthen and you lift out of that. A few more breaths. Press down with your hands and lift your tailbone more. Then you can feel the space you're making between your vertebrae. Well done. Let's come onto our knees again. Just give your wrists a little sort of shake. Or a little bit of sprinkle some stardust around. That's it. Can be quite strong on the wrist, can't it? But yoga will strengthen you. So I'm going to do a little sequence here. Come with me. Check you've got plenty of padding, and then need a brick beside you or a block. Come onto hands and knees. So knees hip width apart again, hands just in front of the shoulders. Tiger. So some of you have done tiger before. Lift. Let me think about this. Yeah, I want you to lift your right leg up. Lift the right leg up and look up. So try to square the hips off here. Firm the tummy. Exhale, round the back, forehead to knee, and squeeze the breath out. Inhale, we'll do 5 of these. It's a bit like your cat cow, isn't it? But it's a bit stronger. Keep the neck in line with the spine. And exhale completely. And again, keep your tummy firm to support your back. Forehead to knee. Let's do 2 more. Can you give your knee a kiss? Can you reach? Just about. You might have to blow it one. I think this is the last one, isn't it? Draw the knee in. You're going to step forward into your lunge. Let's think about this here. Look at that left knee and tuck the left toes out and walk back a bit. Good. And sink. I want you to feel a lovely stretch through that front thigh muscle. Press your hands into the mat. You may want to have a couple of blocks there to press against. Up to you. Push down a bit more and really sink down so you get a lovely length through your tail there. Crown of the neck's lengthening, crown of the head lengthens, and you can sink a little bit deeper. That's it. Good stretch of the psoas muscle, your front thigh muscle. So we've set our foundation, and then you can come up and you press your hands into your right thigh. Firm up your tummy and feel you can really lengthen the spine up the pelvis. Roll the shoulders back and lift your chest. And then we can come up and we can take our back bends. And you can interlink the thumbs if you like. I was doing that last week. Slide the shoulders down the back. And breathe well. Breathe into the space of the heart. Beautiful back bend. If you want to look up, look up. Nice energetic breaths. But what are your ribs doing? Draw the lower rib down. Lift the pubic bone, but draw the lower rib down. Lengthen the tail. Slide the shoulders down a bit more. So I do this such a lot because, as you know, it's a wonderful posture. It strengthens your legs, your thighs, and it's a lovely chest and shoulder opening posture. Let's come into a little bit of a twist, reach. So you may need to, I'm going to turn away from you, but you'll know what I'm doing. You can maybe take your left hand and press it on the brick or a cushion or anything. Take your right hand to your right thigh and look behind you. What's happening behind you? And then you can open up your wings. So you can come around a little bit further. Push down on the brick or to get a bit more oomph in this. Couple more breaths. Spin your heart, spin your ribs round. It's a lovely twist. Breathing in and out. And one more. Breathing in and out. Come to the front. I'm coming into a twist here. So we're just going to take your right foot to the middle. Take your left hand out and slide your left knee under your right foot. So I'm just going to swing around to show you. Probably know anyway. Ardha Matsyendrasana twist, half Lord of the Fishes. Some of you straighten that left leg and that's fine. Let's just sit beautifully tall, lift the elbows, lengthen the spine, place the right fingertips behind you. Now we like to come into a twist like this. Lengthen through the left side. It's a little bit of a back bend here because you can make space. And then you come around more, you see, and you can take that arm wherever. You might want to give a hug. Quite like to take my hand on my heart and connect to the heart space here. And breathe well. So no leaning back on that right hand. As you breathe in, just imagine lengthening out the spine. And breathing out, sinking down. Imagine breathing in through the spine, right out to the crown of your head. And breathing out, rooting down through your sitting bones. And with each out breath, squeeze the tummy in and come around a bit more. These twists are so good for wringing out your liver. So good for a little massage for your liver there. 3 more deep breaths. Well done. So let's just think about our hips and we'll come to your left. And you might do 1 potato, 2 potato and rest your forehead on your fist. We might come down to the earth and just chill out there. And my bum's lifted up on the right, that doesn't matter. Connect to the earth. Allow yourself to soften. Find some stillness. Forehead relaxed, eyes relaxed. Take time to let go. As you soften, lovely soft breaths here. Relax. Come up slowly. So I'm just going to turn around how I was so you can see what the routine is. So you're still facing the front of your mat and your twist. You'll just have to adapt if got that left leg straight. I'm turning towards the back now. Do just a little sort of turn here onto hands and knees. That's it, got it. All right, so we're where we were again to start and do the left side. Nice tabletop back. Lift the left leg up and look up. Round the back, forehead to knee, squeeze the breath out. And inhaling again. It might be different this side. Try and keep the hips level, keep the tummy firm for support. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Lift the leg even higher, look up, round the back, forehead to knee and squeeze. Help or step it through. Well done. So if you need some blocks to put your hands on, get them. Sometimes it's good to have blocks to push down into. Let's tuck the right toes under and walk back. I want you to get a delicious stretch through that right front thigh and then sink down. Draw the left knee a bit further forward. Lengthen your tail. Stay long in the lumbar. Sink a bit deeper. Keep the neck in line with the spine. Breathe well. And then you should start to feel that big thigh bone lengthening out the pelvis, surrounded by a sheath of muscle as you sink a bit deeper. Good, well done. So let's make a steady foundation. Push down into the left thigh. Firm up the belly, lengthen the spine out the pelvis and roll the shoulders back. So we're starting this little back bend. And then you can lengthen. And we might hook the thumbs. Draw the ribs down, draw the shoulders down. And if you look up, lift the gaze, lift the eyes. If you can really lengthen out the back of the neck. Breathe into the space of the heart. Breathe into the sides of the body. Really can push the back of the heart through towards the front and sink a bit deeper. Let's do 2 more breaths. Breathing in completely and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Reach forward, place your hand down, brick if you need it. Right hand on brick if you need it. Take a peek behind you towards your left. So start to turn. That's it. And then you can push down on your brick or the floor. We can open up. Lovely open twist towards the left. Roll the shoulder back. See if you can sink a little bit lower through the hips. Keep the tailbone long. One more breath. Breathing in and out. Come down. So this is where you're going to turn. This is we're going to come into your twist. You're going to just take your left hand to the floor and just sort of slide your right knee under the left. All right, so I'll turn around so you can see me. That's it. Your left knee's bent to the other side. Just check you're not sitting on your feet and straighten the right leg if you need to. Sit beautifully tall. Take a few breaths there. So you push on the shin, bend the elbows and see if you can grow even taller. Good. Place the fingertips just behind you. I'm going to come back. I'm going to open through the right side and keep that space. One twist. Great. That's beautiful. Go there or to the heart or just give yourself a heart. So as you breathe in, really lengthen the spine. Imagine breathing through the crown of your head. And as you breathe out, root down through your sitting bones. Keep the shoulders soft. Breathing in, lengthening, growing tall. Breathing out, completely rooting down. Give the tummy an extra squeeze. Really toning for your digestive organs as well as your liver. What I love about yoga so much, it works the whole body. It's such a holistic practice. Roll, if your neck's not too happy, you can always tuck the chin in and roll the head back a bit more to look behind you, to look towards the wall behind you. So we're working towards this lovely twist from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Give the tummy an extra squeeze. And maybe feel it in the hips too a bit. I often do. One more breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's de-rotate here. Just come. 1 potato, 2 potato, or just chill and hang out there. Have a little rock. Let go. Let the earth hold you and support you. Soften the eyes. Sometimes we can become really caught up in busy thoughts, and we need to come down to earth. So one more lovely soft breath, breathing in softly, breathing out softly. So you're facing the back of your mat, hopefully, And we can just turn again to the front on our hands and knees. Well done. You're going to tuck the toes under and take a nice big down dog stretch. Stretch it out. Tuck the chin in, press your hands down. Take a few slow deep breaths here. Keep the neck long. Don't think I've got any more down dogs in this practice, so make this a really good one. Feel the length through the sides of the body as you press down with your hands. A lovely symmetrical posture. Keep drawing the ribs towards the thighs. Keeping the knees soft but lifting up through the thighs. Lift up under the armpits. Good. Couple more breaths. Well done. So start to walk on the spot and start to take that walk really slowly to the front of the mat so you feel the earth beneath your feet. You feel the texture of the mat even. We rush through life so quickly, don't we? We don't get time to slow down and just notice what's beneath our feet or what's above our heads. And you're in your forward bend, just hang there a moment. Fold the arms, hold the elbows, and just let gravity, the weight of your body, release you down. Draw your tummy in, lengthen your neck. Feel that lovely waterfall flowing over your legs. And if you've got a stronger practice and you want to start to straighten the legs, that's cool. Do whatever feels good for you. Either stay there just hanging, take a rock. Some people might take their hands to the mat. Some might even slide their palms under the soles of their feet if you have a stronger practice. As much knee bend as you need. But just remember, you're hinging from the hips. That's how you're moving. Your tummy's firm. And you're lifting up your sitting bones. That's where the hinge comes from the hips. And we're just aiming to shut that gap between the ribs and the thigh, the chest and the thigh. And our gaze, unless our chin's on our shin, the mind's not there for a long way, your gaze is over your toes. Keep your neck long. There's a nice stretch for the legs as well. Slowly, slowly curl up as if you're pulling this big long pair of socks on, all the way up to the top of your waist. Chin hugging socks. Well done. So we're going to move a little bit in this now. Going to come to the front of your mat and step your left foot back so you're in the first warrior. Just check that you've got a little space between your feet. You're not sort of on a tightrope. Bend the right knee and square the hips off. So a cousin of our crescent moon, lift your arms up and lengthen. And you've lost my hands, but that's okay. And you can look up if you like. You can hook the thumbs maybe. Breathe well. Just imagine this little thread attached to your breastbone lifting you up. And once again, that back leg's strong, but the knee's not locked. We're drawing up through the thighs. We're pushing down through the back foot, especially the outer back foot. Let's take a couple more breaths. So we're going to move and keep the length through the front of the body. Straighten the front leg as much as is right for you. Sweep your arms back and hinge forward over the right leg. Look to the end of your mat. Let's do 5 of these. Inhaling, you're coming up. Bend the front knee. Warrior 1. Moving from the hips. Exhale. Straighten the leg. Side angle. Parsvanottanasana. That's 1. Press down with your feet. So when you're rooted into the earth, when you've got that solid foundation, that's 2. You can flow from there. You breathe in as you come up. And you extend through the sides of the body, the front. You exhale as you hinge, keep the tummy firm. That's 3. Let's get a lovely flow with our practice. Coming up 4. Coming down 5. Well done. This time I'm going to come down and hold it. So Just take your hands on your hips and check their level. Draw the left hip forward, right hip back. You might want to stay there, that might be perfect. Quite like to interlake the hands behind the back. The arms act as a lever as you come forward. Gazes over the toes. Just lengthening the upper body, inner right leg. You might need to keep the right knee bent. If you want to take your hands down or rest against something, please do. It's up to you. So when you've got the hands clasped behind you, it really helps to open the chest. So you've got this lovely flat back. Push down with the front right foot, so you can push back through the right sitting bones. Draw up through the right front thigh, but keep the knees soft. Keep both knees soft. Draw the tummy in. And you'll find with each breath you can come a wee bit further there. That's really lovely. Keep the neck long. You might be finding on the out breath you sink a little bit deeper here. Let's do 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out. And in and out. Come all the way up. Take your hands on your hips. So I'm going to turn again to face the back wall, like we did when we were kneeling. So your left foot turns towards the back wall, your right foot comes in. So you want warrior one the other way. So you're going to have to perhaps move and adjust so your hips are squared off. Right hip forward, left hip back. Tail lengthens, tummy firms. Lift your chest. Roll the shoulders back. And then you can lengthen out the sides of the body and you can hook the thumbs if you like. Draw the ribs down. Breathe. 5 breaths. 1. Think about breathing in energy, and as you breathe out, spread that energy all the way through you, especially if you've had a bit of an icky week. Keep the tummy firm. So really root down through your foundation. As you breathe in, lengthen. As you breathe out, root down completely. And we'll get ready to move. So the in-breath, you straighten the front leg and you hinge forward. And you can hook the thumbs behind you. Just reach the other side. Bend the knee as you inhale and open up your back bend. Exhale forward, keep the tummy firm. And again, we've got 3 more. Just moving beautifully, gracefully from one to the other. It's about balance as well, isn't it? And using the breath helps you to focus. So we always move with that balance of strength and flexibility. Come up one more time. And you're going to come down, put your hands on your hips, lengthen the spine out the pelvis. Just ease your upper body in the left leg. Keep the left knee soft. Keep the right knee soft. Drop through the thigh. Some of you will interlink the fingers. Some of you might take the hands down. Push your left foot into the mat. Push back through the left hips and relax. Roll the shoulders back. So even though we're being strong, we're being relaxed with it. We've got that balance of strength and steadiness, but softness and gentleness. And then you can do it. You can breathe in, you can breathe out, you can let go a wee bit further. Good. Couple more breaths. Think about breathing in deep and soft. Breathing out soft. 1 more. Breathing in deep and soft. Breathing out soft. Bend the front knee, come all the way up. Let's hold Vera 1. So it's a big, point the right index finger and circle all the way back. And I'm going to have to walk that right leg back a bit. Warrior 2. Push your palms into the mat. Lovely and strong. And then open the shoulders, palms up. A few of these. So these are really strengthening for your legs. And if this is quite tough, you can bend the knee and straighten the leg. We're just sort of moving in and out dynamically a bit, which you can do if it's a bit tough. Well done. See if you can sink even lower. Good. hold it for a few more breaths. It's got this lovely, your arms are stretching from your heart centre and you're really grounded, and then you can lengthen from there. I'm going to turn the left foot in, right foot out, so you're facing the front, and sink. Push down, palms up. So you're pushing through the air. Lovely for the shoulders. Push down, and we can do work in and out a bit. Spread your feet, toes out, make a good solid foundation, and sink down for a few breaths. Get that balance of lovely strong legs, lovely strong arms. Strong in breath, but soft shoulders, soft out breath. Steer us through from the balance. Turn the palms up, take your hands to a prayer. Step gracefully to the front of the mat. Let's come into a little forward bend mat and just hang. Just hang like that lovely waterfall or a piece of seaweed. So you're lovely and free there. Tuck the chin in, and you can fold the arms and rock, or you can be a little rag doll. Let gravity, the weight of your body and your breath just sort of ease you out. Let along. So take your hands to the mat, come into a little sort of squat here. Take a few breaths there. Take your hands to prayer, elbows in and knees. We're not here for long, but if you need support, sometimes I'm a bit wobbly with this. And just imagine there's a little weight attached to your tailbone pulling you down. Nice one for your digestion here. Well done. So we're just going to come really slowly down. Okay, knees together. And take your knees over to your left. Well, I don't think I'm going to do that because we've done a twist. We've done a twist, haven't we? Let's do a nice side bend. So straighten out the right leg and put the left foot in a right thigh, or you might need a support. So we've got Janu Shanasa legs. Take your right hand on your right shin and let's do a lovely open twist. So you've got the space there, and reach up to the sky. And then we just come over. So stay lovely and open. Start to spin your ribs, your chest towards the left. You can even turn the palm up, the shoulders are down the back. Some of you can hook the toe. Some might take the arm in a leg and open up a bit more. You might get a little bind there. It's got this really lengthening out the waist. It's so delicious to up the sides of the body. And if your neck's aching, you know, this is fine. You can rest. Any sort of variations are good. Feel the space you're making between the left ribs. It's so good to make that space, isn't it? And with each breath, you might be able to ease out a little bit more. Couple more breaths. Well done. Come to seated. Take the soles of the feet together. And say you'll rock here. Baddha Konasana. Ease out the inner knees, inner thighs. Well done. So you're ready to go to the other side. The left leg straightens. Lovely and active. Keep the knees soft, but drop through the thigh. Take any support you need here. Take your hand on your shin to start with and revolve to your right. Lengthen through the side of the body and come over. Palm can be up or down. But really, it's not this. You're opening up to the right side. You're rolling your shoulder back. You're spinning the ribs. You're spinning the heart. If you can do the bind, that's cool. It really doesn't matter. Some get the arm in the leg and then you can push on that and open up more. Some can even do a double bind. But don't compromise your posture. Just really feel that length you're making through the side of the body. And breathe into anywhere that's a bit stuck, a bit tight. People get quite stuck in the waist. You always have a little pillow there. or like that. You know, sometimes the arms start aching a lot, don't they? Or wrap the arm around the back. You know, people do that. Adapt to suit you. We're all so different, which is brilliant. We wouldn't want to be the same, would we? It's boring. Couple more breaths. And breathing in and out. Well done. Let's just take the soles of the feet together again and just another little stretch for opening up the inner thighs. Take a few breaths there. I've got my hands out of feet and I'm just pulling on them a bit and I'm rolling the shoulders back. Sometimes if you sit against a wall, this one helps to keep the chest open. I find if you're lifted and the chest is open, the inner thighs, inner knees come down more. And if you find you're not getting very far, just shut your eyes. Sometimes the imagination's a great thing. Just visualise your inner knees, inner thighs lengthening so you can make that space. Breathe well into anywhere that's a bit stuck, a bit tight today. Well done. So we're going to come down on the mat and we're going to stretch our legs. I really want to do that. I'm always thinking, I'll stretch the legs at the end of the practice and sometimes there's not time. So strap, come and lay down. I have to find the best way to lie so you can see me. I think maybe I'll start with the right leg. So we're going to turn around. Oh, I'll do this way, honestly. We'll get right in a minute. Come and lay down. Good. So I'll do my real right leg this time. So stretch your right leg up. Good. Let's just do some little circles. You're circling out the hips, not the ankle. You could hold the back of the thigh or not. So you start to make the circles big. You might want to keep that left knee bent for support, or you might want to straighten the left leg. It's up to you. Start to make the circles even bigger and bigger. So we're just easing out the hips after the hard work we've done. We've done quite a lot of strengthening work, so it's time to get that balance with stretching. How big can you make your circles? Let's start to reverse the circles and make them a little bit smaller there. Great. Hold the back of the thigh if you want. Just like you're drawing a picture on the ceiling, you've got that pencil between your toes. Start to make the circles even smaller and smaller and smaller so they stop. Draw your knee in. Where's your strap? So you can have a loop in your strap or not. Take the strap over the ball of the foot. Rest the elbows down lightly. Don't pull on the strap for dear life because that's going to create tension in the shoulders and the neck. More stability, you can keep the right foot on the mat. Do what feels right for you. But if you've got the right leg straight, make it just as active as the left leg. Keep the knees soft, but draw the thighs away from you. Flex both feet and breathe well. We're just imagining there's an elephant on the left thigh, sitting on it, pushing that thigh towards the mat. And relax. So you've got this lovely stretch from the tailbone to your heels. This really is the best way to stretch out your legs. Do have a practice at home. A lot of people get very tight hamstrings and that's going to give you back problems and it's going to give you problems with your posture. So we've stretched the front of the legs well in our psoas stretches, in our lunges and things. Now we're stretching out the back of the legs. Good. Let's open up, stretch through the inner thighs. I'm going to put the left foot on the mat and I'm going to take the strap in the right hand and I'm just going to very gently open up. So it's like a lying down triangle, isn't it? Toes up, toes down, heels up. So you've got this nice sort of opening here. Some people will straighten that leg, some people will straighten the left leg, but don't roll over to the right. You might want to put your hand on the left hip to stop you rolling if you're doing that. And relax. So that elbow, that right elbow is just very gently resting on the mat. Keep lengthening all the way through the inner thigh, lifting the heel up, toes down. So you can feel that in the knees soft. If you practice these at home on your own, try to spend a bit longer in them. I'm not spending too long today because time's going. Take your leg up, take another little stretch here. Press your left foot into the mat and shift your hips over to the right a bit more. Take the strap in your left hand and you're going to come, so that left leg's a bit soft, as you take the right leg over the left for a twist, okay? Good. You might want to bend the knees a bit or not. Press your head into the mat, spread the shoulders out. Nice deep breaths. Lovely stretch to the outer glutes, the outer thigh muscles. And relax. Breathe well. Let your shoulders be soft. Letting go. Just breathing into anywhere that feels a bit tight today, a bit stuck. And your out breath inviting you to soften. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in soft and deep. Breathe out softly. One more breath. Breathing in and out. Come all the way up. Well done. So you're just going to swap legs. I'm going to turn around so you can see me the other side. Well done. So either put the right foot on the mat or the right leg straight. Stretch the left leg up. Start these tiny circles like you're circling around a saucer. That's it. And then a tea plate. And then a dinner plate as you make them bigger. And then maybe a dustbin lid. And bigger. And bigger. And the support back of the leg, dear. How big can you make the circles? Good. Let's reverse them. So start to decrease them when you reverse them. So get tinier and tinier and tinier and tinier. Well done. That's it. Take your strap. So you might want to put that right foot on the mat for now or not. The strap goes over the ball of the foot if possible. Hold the strap very lightly. Rest the elbows on the mat. Flex the foot. Ease the thigh away if you wish in towards you. Keep the knees soft. Lengthen through the low back. If you want to straighten your right leg, keep it beautifully active. Knees soft. Ease both thighs away from you. Flex the feet. Tone up the legs. So you're not gritting your teeth, are you? Or screwing up your eyes, I hope. Still chilled. It's absolutely lovely to stretch the back of the legs. It stimulates the bladder meridian. Breathe well. Well done. So put your right foot on the mat. Take the strap in your left hand. And we're going to open up to the left. Toes down, heels up. So it's a nice external hip rotation. Okay. Let go. That's it. So keep that leg beautifully active. Don't just let it flop on the floor. Rest the left elbow on the floor. If you want to straighten the other leg, make sure your hip points are facing the sky so you're not rolling over to your left. Stay soft. Breathe in slow. Breathe out slow. Breathe in soft and deep. Breathe out soft and deep. Follow the mantra of the breath. Couple more breaths. And one more. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out soft and deep. Straighten the leg up. Put the right foot on the mat. Swing your hips to the left. Take the strap in the right hand. Ease the leg over to the right. You can have the underneath leg a little bit bent or straight. You can have the top knee bent, adjust to suit you. Press your head into the mat, spread your shoulders out. Breathe well. These twists are so lovely for our low back, our outer thighs, our outer glutes. Soften your shoulders. And start to slow down the breath now. Start to slow down the thoughts. We're becoming into a quieter place here. We've done a lot of work, especially on the legs. Trying to get that balance of being strong but flexible. Everything in life is a balance, isn't it? It's the only way things would work. So a couple more breaths. Breathing in slowly, breathing out slowly. Breathing in soft and deep. Breathing out soft and deep. Take your leg up, draw the knee and release the strap. Take the soles of the feet together and take a little rock from side to side. Relax. So if you need to get up and put something warm on for Shavasana or get your props or cushions, do it now. Take time to get ready, or otherwise just stay like this and find a nice comfy position for Shavasana, because Shavasana is a posture in itself, just as important as all the other ones. So take time to get comfy. We need to absorb all the good work that you've done this afternoon or whatever time of day you're doing here. It's afternoon for me here. So get cosy, get comfy. You can have your knees bent. But however you are, let your palms face the sky. And if your legs are straight out in front of you, let your feet roll out a little bit. So there's a little bit of space between the feet, between the legs. And the arms just relax down the side of the body. Take a nice big in-breath. And a nice long out-breath. You might sigh the breath out again. And with each breath, allow yourself to completely let go. Completely let go from head to toe. This posture is just as important as all the others. Gives the body a chance to absorb all the good work. Release any effort in your breath. Let go. Feel your body relaxing into the mat. Relaxing all your muscles. Feel your skeletal system settling into alignment. And feel space between your joints. Feel space between your toes, the bones in your feet, your ankle bones, your knee joints, your hips and pelvis relaxing back. All the vertebrae of the spine settling into alignment. And then feel space between your fingers, the bones in your hands, your wrists, your elbows. The shoulders relax and the neck lengthens. Whole body relaxing now. Imagine the physical body just melting, letting go. And knowing that with each breath, you're calming the nervous system and relaxing your body. Let's take time in Shavasana to absorb all the good work you've done now. So just slowly bringing your awareness back now. The body relaxing on the mat, the breath. Start to become aware of the breath. As you breathe in, feel your tummy expanding. Taking that breath up into the ribs and into the chest. And it's a nice long, slow out breath. So starting the breath in the belly, expanding up into the ribs, right up into the chest, letting everything go. A few more deep, slow breaths to recharge you, re-energize you, get you ready for the rest of a lovely day. Breathing up into the tummy, up into the ribs, into the chest, and breathing out slowly. And one more. Breathing in slowly, breathing out completely and slowly, letting go. Start to wiggle fingers and toes, stretch arms and legs. Maybe take your head gently from side to side, do whatever you need to do. And in your own time, come onto your sides. Place your hand down and feel the earth. Help yourself up to seated so we can finish this practice together. Breathing into the prana mudra. Take your hands to your crown, your brow, your throat, your hearts, and say thank you to yourself for finding time to practice today. And thank you for joining me and sharing the practice. Namaste. Om Shanti.